Hello there lads, lasses and vavemsis. My name's AnnaPMC, and today we'll be doing a video on tropes I personally dislike. Now, a couple of these tropes are personal preference, so I will quickly warn, if you like these tropes, if you find that you enjoy these, I do not mean to insult you. This is all for fun. I will also go on to make a warning for anything you may see in speed paints or be mentioned in this video. I don't mean to say that showing any skin at all is bad. I simply want to point out, if you feel you have to make an excuse for yourself, if you have to justify the character's design, maybe there's something wrong with the character's design. For example, one big excuse is their powers or their abilities to get out of this. And to that I say, maybe you should go back to trying to make a design? Because oftentimes, these excusive designs, they're used to sexualize the character, and I think that's very disgusting. And a lot of these characters can tend to be minors. I mean, it is hard to make a good design, but it's not that hard to not sexualize something, is it? Is that the only way you'll get someone to pay attention to your characters? Is that the only interesting quality they have? That's pretty shit. No, I don't think that's the only thing that has to grab the audience's attention, not how hot they are. I think the personality, the interesting aspects of the design, like the clothing, like perhaps markings, not just exaggerating everything to a point where it's fan service or blatant eye candy. It feels very weird to do these design choices and then say, oh, it's legally not allowed to wear this. Their abilities prevent them from having clothing. You know, weird things. Obviously very weird things. You don't excuse it that way. It's not that simple. And it very much just takes away from the character. This trope is quite simple. There is a super mega powerful character. Many people fear them. And then they get defeated by one guy, and the main character, who is presumably usually a novice, managed to beat them the first time without getting wounded. This of course doesn't apply if the main character is also extremely powerful, but it's just strange. Warriors who are assumably very experienced, very combat initiated, get swept to the floor, and then some newcomer can, in minutes, battle this guy. This feels like throwing out labels for the sake of making the character look more powerful, but really it breaks my immersion. How am I meant to believe they're some general of the army? Skilled wizard? 'Cause it's not realistic. At least have some struggle. At least have some hardship. At least have some points where they could be close to winning, or let the punching bag win. It doesn't make sense for them suddenly to know how to fight. There is, again, a process. Justice to these punching bags. For this one, I find it to be a very poor plot point, because most of the time it's either an exposition point or trying to induce artificial fear. When we get kidnapped, it's often terrifying, but I've seen this being reused so much that I can't feel scared anymore for the character that's been kidnapped. It's been repetitive. I don't mean to say that if I was ever kidnapped I wouldn't be scared. I'm just saying there are better ways to show off how terrifying a villain is, or in fact revealing information. The way you do it, you don't need some guy interrogating someone tied up in the room. It's a stale and limited environment. The idea is for the audience to gain something from this. And no offense to the writers, but I think you can make it more exciting to how they find out information, or how to reveal that the character is truly threatening that they're up against. This one is more of a pet peeve of mine, so it's just a flaw, but when writing, interesting scenarios for exposition usually do it for me. And that's my thoughts about it. At least some of them. I might do this again. It was quite fun. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a nice day.